Boy to Girl is a YouTube channel dedicated to telling stories about the art of cross-dressing. If you enjoyed the stories, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave any ideas for future stories in the comments. Enjoy! My girlfriend was not very good at basketball. I knew that I could play a lot better than her since I played in college. We were bored on a Saturday afternoon and decided that we would have a basketball competition. We lived in an apartment together in one of the most populous areas of our city that had a basketball court within walking distance. My girlfriend and I had been together for the last 3 years, and her name was Susie. She was the love of my life. She was about the same height as me and had an athletic build. She was a professional ice skater and was set to compete in the next Olympics. We had met in college many years ago and had been friends for a while before we started dating. She got the basketball from our closet, and we both headed down to the lobby. On the way to the lobby, she said, "Hey, let's make this basketball game a little more fun. How about if the loser had to do a dare that the winner picks?" I laughed and said, "Sounds good to me. I won't pick anything too bad for you to do." I could see a glimmer of a competitive spirit in Susie's eyes. Once we got down to the lobby, we walked to the basketball court nearby. We dribbled around for 30 minutes or so before we decided to have a shooting contest to determine the winner. First one to get 3 shots in from behind the half-court line wins. Susie went first. She made the first shot. Her form was horrible, and I have no idea how she made it. I shot and easily made it in. I gave the ball back to her, and she made it again. At this point, I realized that there was some remote chance that she might win. I took my shot and also made it in. Susie shot again and barely made it in. I felt a little pressure. I had to make this next shot to beat her. I shot, and the ball narrowly fell off of the rim and didn't go in. She jumped up and yelled, "Loser!" I always knew I was better at basketball. I could tell that both of us were surprised that she won. Beginner's luck, I guess. We dribbled around for a bit more before we headed back to our apartment. Once we got home, Susie decided to break the news on what her dare was. She said, "Okay, as you know, I have a bunch of old ice skating costumes that I never use anymore, and I think it would be fun to dress you up in one of them." I thought for a minute and decided that wouldn't be too bad. She continued, "And we have to go to the ice skating rink for 1 hour. My jaw dropped, and I said, "No way I'm doing that." Susie said, "Too bad. You should have practiced your shooting skills more." Susie disappeared into our bedroom, and I heard her moving around in her closet. I guessed this was happening. Honestly, I felt it would be kind of fun. I definitely have had a few dreams over the years of me ice skating like her. Susie called for me to come to the bathroom. When I arrived, there was a green, one-piece petticoat laying on the counter. Susie instructed me to put it on and let me borrow some of her undergarments to wear underneath. I put on the costume. It was a little tight on me, and Susie helped me move it around to adjust it. It kind of felt nice wearing such a tight outfit. It hugged my body so closely. Susie had me sit down in a chair. She put a wig cap on me and began doing my makeup. I was not expecting this, but decided not to protest. She did my eye makeup and added wings to the tips of my eyes. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I actually looked like a drag queen or something. It was a very interesting look. Next, Susie applied makeup on the rest of my face and lipstick as a final touch. By the end of it, I looked almost like a girl. Finally, Susie lowered a blonde wig over my head and adjusted it so that it looked like real hair. I was unsure where Susie had gotten such a high-quality wig from. I didn't grow much body hair, so it took Susie just a few minutes to wax off any excess hair I had on my upper and lower body. She used wax strips, which made the experience not as bad. Before I knew it, I had been completely transformed. Susie admired me for a bit and said that I looked great. Susie quickly changed into some jeans and a shirt and said that we were ready to go. I asked, "Wait, you are not dressing up too?" She laughed and said, "No, silly, there's only room for one princess in our relationship, and today it's you." She took my arm and led me into the hall. She went back inside our apartment and got a duffel bag containing 2 pairs of ice skates. Additionally, she brought out a pair of black heels and told me I would have to wear these until I got to the ice rink. She bent down and put them both on my feet. They were a little bit hard to walk in, but Susie helped me. Susie drove to the ice rink and she helped me get out of the car. It dawned on me how many people were in the ice rink as we were walking across the parking lot. Apparently, Susie was a regular there, so we got to skip the line and immediately go onto the rink. She helped me put on the ice skating shoes and gave me a 2-minute introduction on how to ice skate. I had done it maybe 3 or 4 times before, so I had very little experience. Before I knew it, Susie took my hand and we were both gliding around the ice rink. I could feel the eyes of many people looking at me. An old lady skated by us and told me I looked beautiful. Susie and I both laughed. We continued making laps around the rink for another 45 minutes or so. After a while, I realized that no one cared very much. No one seemed to notice that I was a guy, and even if they did, they didn't seem to care. After an hour, we left the rink, and Susie drove home. She said she was very proud of me and that I did a great job. I laughed and told her I barely did anything. Once we got home, she helped me remove the makeup and take off the wig. I told her that the ice skating outfit was actually very comfortable, and I didn't mind wearing it too much. She said it was actually worth $500, and it was made with very high-quality material. I was thankful that nothing ripped. I took off the outfit and changed back into my normal clothes. Susie had made me promise that sometime in the future I would do this again. I agreed. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you next time.